Hi, this is Professional High Priestess, and I have a message for all hood niggas, excuse my language, for all hood dudes, for the hood stars, for the trappers, for the rap stars, for the track stars. I have a message for you. I was out and about, and I got a major download from two very powerful ancestors. So some of y'all are not gonna like what I have to say, but I have to just tell the truth. Straight up, y'all gonna have to really reassess what you choose to invest in and what strength looks like to you, and start to place the values of righteousness and legacy and honor in front of everything that you do, how you move in the streets, how you move with beef, how you deal with your enemies, how you deal with your children, your baby mamas, all of that. Because y'all are the ones who really know the streets inside out, right? And the United States has a bounty on its head, period. And this is one of the reasons why mass incarceration is such an issue, because it took all the men out the streets, and the drug war as well, and now the pussy game as well. And yes, we have the military and shit like that, but not all of our folks that go into that, not all of them come out ready. Not all of them come out about that life. Y'all have resources, you have connects, you know how to organize when it comes to underground economy. You're going to need to use those same exact skills to organize against the oppressor that's about to be upon our communities, period. All this senseless ass warfare and shooting, that shit has to stop. There's no honor in it, period. All this tying into karmic ass bloodlines, doinking any bitch, having babies by anybody, tribes of kids, that has to stop, because you're spiritually disenfranchising your children, and you're being used in ritual. If you think about it, split you up and scatter you across the land. Okay. Stop abusing women. Stop disrespecting women. Yeah, there's birds, there's hoes, shit like that. You don't have to affiliate with them. You don't have to discuss with them. There's real women out here that respect themselves, that honor themselves. Just because she doesn't honor herself, or just because she's traumatized and she doesn't honor herself, doesn't mean that that's the ground for you to disrespect. Just leave the bitch alone. Keep it pushing. Focus on your healing. There's younger ones who are looking up to you, and you're gonna have to train them in the shit that we're dealing with right now. And I'm mainly talking to some of the younger masculines, because some of the older, like I'm talking about 30s and 40s, because some of these older masculines, 45 and up in their 50s and shit like that, they're lost. They're either hella whitewashed, or their brain is gone from being on drugs, or they're on some other shit completely. And then we also have a lot of our brothers coming out of jail from the drug war. So this is a perfect opportunity for us to rebuild our communities with values. Because some of these motherfuckers that are coming out, they went in and they got rehabilitated. They learned, they have a religion or spirituality, they're structured, and they can be of service. The other ones that can't be, oh well. Y'all need to start moving more legal with y'all businesses too, because they're watching. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't eat, because you got a legal drug game called the pharmacy industry. You got legal gangs called the government, called the Wall Street, right? I understand 100% and know it's not fair. But you already know the energy that we're in. You already know the principality that we're in. So you either learn how to learn their game, invest. That's why we got crypto. Start your own fucking companies. We got tech, flip apps, do all that. Use your brand, use your name, use your whatever the hell that you got in the streets, your clout or whatever, your keys, to start rebuilding the community. Some of you guys are like, nah, there ain't no point. Motherfuckers is too lost. Okay, but there's motherfuckers that are not. And you see, you already know how folks get into that pathway. So that's why we got to start early with our own. That's the message that Malcolm gave to me tonight. Period. Y'all gonna have to start moving completely different. Moving with honor, moving with integrity. All these beefing, kills for nothing, all that shit has to stop. They want you to do that because guess what? When you get shot, you're young, you're vital, you're melanated, which adds an added layer of energy to your organs and your blood. All that shit is getting fucking sold off into the black market. You saw what they did to Jelani Day. That was a fucking sacrifice. How Sway, all of a sudden, his mom was like, excuse me, has anyone seen my son? The coroner's office, like, yeah, we have him right here with his eyes missing and or his organs missing. Why wasn't that shit in the news? Why? That's serious. So a body turns up like that and no one says nothing like that? Nah. Pay attention. Stop funding their economy. That's what you're doing. Now they're talking about they want to go to space. Who the fuck do they think? Who do you think is going to be up there? Mining, working, being enslaved. The fuck? Y'all not seeing that they gonna keep this sharecropping going for life. Know who you're dealing with. It's just gonna take a different turn. That's it. Everyone else that's not with the program, they're going to be eliminated. You're going to see the Most High do it because the time that we're in right now is complete judgment. Nah, you're going to cause problems. You're not ready. You're not equipped. People are going to be completely obliterated under this energy. So get with the program. That's it. It's because we're about to go into the golden age, where a lot of melanated people are going to be winning. It's our time again. It's our season, period. But it's whether you, man, because it's going to happen either way. So there's going to be a lot of us melanated folks that shit, we forfeited that. Remember we talked about that with the Uncle Ben, the channeling? A lot of people forfeited that. Children of the sun. A lot of people are no longer children of the sun. They forfeited that shit. A lot of y'all have an opportunity to get your honor back, take your legacy back by following certain rules, by confessing, by repenting, by putting in the work, by cleaning up your mess. It's not going to be too hard because once you get into it and once you stay in there, Most High's going to bless you. They're going to be like, you know what? I see you trying. Here, added brownie points. And y'all need to get into the habit of checking each other too when y'all are being foul. That's one thing that men need to start doing, checking each other again. Because motherfuckers don't check each other. That's why you guys saw what some of y'all masculines that watch my channel, you saw what I have to deal with my karmic. That's a grown-ass man acting like that. What the fuck? That's embarrassing. That's a disgrace to the race. Be open to being checked. It's for your better good. It's for your greater good. And no, we don't got hella years to sit and think about what's gonna happen. You see what's going on in Chicago? That's a prime example. And I'm telling you, Chicago's gonna be the first place they try to occupy. This acting like bitches, that shit is an embarrassment. And you want to know why I say that? Because I lived in Africa. I went to high school back home in Nigeria, and I saw our people like in all of our glory, and all of our fuckery too. Don't trust me. We got fuckery back home as well. But there's so many, like, it's like the culture still lived on, even though we were separated by water, separated by slavery, separated by white supremacy. I still see it. I still see the exact parallels. It's crazy. I'm like, we've never changed. We still kept that running going. But because I know who we are and who we could be, it breaks my heart to see how we are. Because this shit is unacceptable, period. And I'm glad I got sent back home. I'm glad I got to live back home. I'm glad I got to see all of that because I know our people can do better. I'm gonna keep it real. Some of our men act like straight bitches, and it's an embarrassment. It's sad. It's a waste. It's unnecessary. There's no place for it. Where we're going next, there's not going to be no place for that shit. That's what I'm telling you. A lot of y'all that don't get with the program, you're going to be obliterated. I'm telling you now. You're going to get put into situations either with karmics where pussy brings you to your death or your downfall, or with the principality called the government, or a principality called the rival gang, or your own self-destruction, addiction, all that shit. If you don't change your ways, you're going to walk right into it. We need people who are going to be ready, who are ready to take up the cause. You know another thing too, why I love Malcolm so much, because Malcolm was ratchet as fuck before he turned into Malcolm X when he was Detroit Red, and I love how he. There's a really good book. I can't remember the name of this book, but it was all about different people throughout history who failed or succeeded in their Saturn return. And Malcolm was the first person in that book. He was actually one of the only people of color in that book that succeeded his Saturn return. And look who he turned out to be, from Detroit Red to Malcolm X. We're not saying that you need to go 360 and join Nation of Islam. Matter of fact, that's a whole other story that I'm not even about to get into right now. But you do need to make the transition. Finding some type of God. Not being involved in so much ratchetness and fuckery and bullshit. It's really actually not that cute. It's toxic. And some of y'all are like, well, if I do, then I'm talking to a lot of y'all, because I know there's a lot of masculines that watch my channel. If I do, then I'm not gonna be cool. People gonna think I'm soft. They're not gonna think that I'm hard. Okay, now I want to give you an example. Y'all just watched what I went through by myself, and you saw me here talking about my, sharing my story with y'all, laughing, playing, being open, emotional rapport. I'm not soft. I'm not weak. And there was Dream Clairvoyant said this: to be flexible and to be soft is actually strength, because when you're soft, you can bend, you can fold, and you can withstand different positions. When you're hard, you're brittle, you break easily. You fold and you crack. None of that shit is gonna work where you're going next. Y'all gonna have to learn to walk on water. This is the analogy that I gave you. Like Yeshua, and that's by becoming like water. Because water can also be treacherous. You needed to drink and wash your clothes and wash your ass and things like that, but water can drown you. Water can poison you. Look at Flint. Look at all the floods that we've been having, but we still need water. You are going to have to learn how to embrace a different type of energy. And that's really where the real work is, being able to stand in two polarities. That's okay. I understand street shit, hill shit, all that stuff. Trust me. And I understand that I don't need to be involved in that shit to be. I mean, what would you consider to be strong, to have strength, to be ruthless? I don't need none of that shit. It's all about how you carry yourself and how far you're willing to go for your respect. But with integrity, though. Because it's easy to not have no integrity. That's why all of us are fucking dying like this. Our women are being treated in any type of way. And for a lot of you masculines, if you think God's not real, you about to see something. You about to learn a harsh lesson. And like I said, when I said I lived in Africa and I could see who we could be, we were always spiritual, always spiritual. always had some type of connection to the Most High, to God, things like that. But people were also warriors. Like in my ancestry, I have ancestors who fought wars even before Biafra, because I went in the dream state and I saw it. Saw it, was there when certain things were going down. Saw it, saw a lot of it. It's crazy, I know. And I want to give you another example, like the Maccabean Wars. And the Maccabean Wars was basically like guerrilla warfare against fucking empire to be able to have the freedom to practice their own religion. And it was a holy fucking war, and the Most High blessed them. Imagine that. They won that war, small guerrilla groups. And that's what happens when you fight with integrity and with honor. All this other shit, no. With muscle and obliterating people and people getting caught in the crossfires and civilians and women and children, that stuff there's no honor in that. Like, even if you watch New Jack City, there was a code to how we did things. Like, there was rules, there was keys. We need to go back to that. Period. Because the shit that y'all doing today, that's not thuggish to me at all. That's just a bunch of weak ass motherfuckers that don't got their mind right, running around with their pants half fucking down, not knowing what to do. So it's gonna be some of y'all gonna have to really step up into that emperor energy and show them how to do it. Period. And if people don't agree with it, that's fine. But you already know where they're gonna go. Eventually, they're gonna get on the train because they realize that that's the only train to be on. Because I'm telling you, people don't, a lot of men, they don't believe in the church. A lot of folks in the hood, they don't believe in the church because the pastors are hella crooked. But they believe in the hood niggas. So use your title and position to lead people to a higher ground. Because all that other shit is going to get obliterated too, because they're going to be dealing with the IRS. For real. And scandals. And wrath for being in the temple and playing with the name of the Most High and playing with the Sibyllian prophecies, which is that Bible. That's what that Bible is. It's Sibyllian prophecies. And they're playing with hot, molten fucking fire. That's why you see all these churches going under judgment. You see the whole Catholic Church imploding, scandals every single day because they're playing with ancient magic, ancient prophecies from African women, the Sibyls. The first thing I talked about on this channel. And that's why they're getting hell in hot water, because they're not walking right. They're out of integrity. They're out of alignment, but they want to call on, they want to tamper with high vibrational energy, some of the highest vibrational energy on this planet. It's not fit to happen. So that's the message that I have for you all. In the days, weeks, and months to come, y'all are going to have to make hard decisions. I know it's not going to be easy, but you're going to have to, for your sake, for the sake of your children, legacy, all that. Because trust me, like, you just going to come right back here and the funny thing is, the energy that we're going to be in, because they're blowing open so many portals, you're going to remember your past life. That's going to be the craziest part. Anyways, I'm sending you so much love. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Get your shit together. Bye.